KHOU 11 News at 4 starts now.
Thanks for joining us. We begin with some high anxiety. An argument at 30,000 feet involving a child, a tablet, and a flight attendant's response to it all.
And the local mom posting a complaint on Facebook saying the way a flight attendant handled treating her and her child was inappropriate. Marcelino Benito now is live to explain. Marcelino?
Guys, that mother was traveling back to Houston. She was traveling with her nearly 2-year-old son when she says a United flight attendant just took things way too far. When United Flight 646 took off from Boston to Houston, Kayla's 2-year-old son was quietly entertained on his tablet. He was watching Curious George, no headphones on, at a low volume.
We got into the air. We had been in the air, I want to say less than 10 minutes when the flight attendant walked past me and told me that my son couldn't watch his tablet without earphones.
This Katie mother tried to explain her son was just too young to wear headphones and offered to mute it, but that wasn't good enough.
She was like, if he's not going to wear earphones, you have to put the tablet away. And I told her, I'm like, the volume is off. He's clearly not disrupting anybody.
This flight attendant wouldn't let it go.
Because once the volume was turned off of his pad, there should have been no reason why he wasn't allowed to keep it. And that's honestly when the situation escalated. She was telling me to put it away and continue to do so in the aisle, raising her voice at me.
Kayla ultimately complied, but it came at a cost.
It was loud enough to where now he was disrupting passengers, even with earphones on.
Now the previously quiet baby boy was fussing loudly. Kayla says the flight attendant was on an unnecessary power trip.
For her to feel the need to bully me and threaten me to put the tablet away, like she was going to have me arrested on this aircraft if I didn't conform, is unacceptable.
This mother says she and her son have flown more than 18 times with United, and the last 4 flights he's watched his tablet without headphones on a low volume with no issues. Until now. She's filed a complaint on this flight attendant with United and is hoping the airline takes it seriously so no mother is treated the same way again. Now, United did reach out to us and sent us this statement. They say, we are reaching out to our customer to understand more about what happened. Per our policy, customers who bring personal audio and video equipment on board may only use these items with headphones. Now, I can tell you this mother says even if this is in fact the policy, no paying customer should ever be treated like she was on this flight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Marcelino, thank you. Well, it's the case that had communities in Northwest Harris County on edge. We are learning new details about the man facing 2 counts of capital murder.
And new today, Jose Gilberto Rodriguez is asking for a public defender. He is, of course, charged in the killing spree that terrorized the Houston area.
And we've also learned more details about one of the murders he's charged with. Stephanie Whitfield here with the story. Steph?
Guys, the murder suspect spent just over 20 minutes in front of the judge. We've cut that video down so you can hear directly from prosecutors. And what you'll hear is a possible motive and how investigators were able to link Rodriguez to that first murder.
Mr. Rodriguez, you have been charged with capital murder.
Officers received a 911 call. Pamela Johnson had not been heard from in several days. He observed Ms. Johnson to be lying on the bed, deceased, with her hands tied to the headboard of the bed. They entered her vehicle as stolen and unaccounted for. There was also another aggravated robbery of a Honda Pilot, and one of the latent prints got a hit, and it was identified as belonging to Jose Gilberto Rodriguez.
He is identified as pawning items from the burglary of the habitation.
Yes. When they stopped him, they located a black revolver matching the description of the gun used in the home invasion and another home invasion.
Your bond will be set at no bond, and you have a parole hold. Thank you, and you can go with the deputies.
So far, Rodriguez has been charged with 2 murders, the one you just heard about and the murder of a mattress store employee. Investigators hope to charge Rodriguez with a 3rd murder today, guys.
All right. Thank you, Stephanie. And of course, we're going to stay on top of this story as it develops here on TV and on our Facebook and Twitter pages. You can also read more from the court documents and hear from those who knew the victims' families with raw interviews on our website, KHOU.com.
And right now, detectives are reviewing security video, hoping it may catch a glimpse of a man who attacked a woman this morning at her home in Porte. The woman was stabbed several times outside her house on Dogwood after she went outside to see why her dogs were barking. Officers say the attacker was wearing a hoodie at the time.
She sustained some serious injuries. They're not life-threatening. She is going to survive. We had K9s come out, search the area, and at this time our detectives are canvassing the area, those things, looking for leads to capture this suspect.
And right now the woman is in the hospital. Authorities say the attacker and the victim do not know each other.
Strapped for cash, a local city is resorting to selling patrol cars to resolve some budget problems. In Hitchcock, which is in Galveston County, commissioners voted to negotiate the sale of 2 police cars to the Hitchcock School District because of deep budget cuts. Now, this is news from our partners at the Galveston County Daily News. The city already eliminated 4 police officer jobs earlier this year. The city is dealing with a $900,000 budget deficit going into the new fiscal year.
And we are feeling the heat, Houston. Been hovering in the, mid-90s this afternoon?
Yeah.
And listen, if that's too hot for you, and it is, we can always daydream about cooler places.
Just daydream?
Well,
can we go?
We can go there now. It's a
need to
live
go.
look from the Galveston.com Penguin Cam from the aquarium at Moody Gardens. So there you go. Chilly thoughts, Reka. Chilly thoughts.
Yeah, I guess so. Those penguins look like they're having fun. Brooks, a trip to the South Pole.
They're just,
sounds really
I guess.
nice.
I mean, they're just standing there. I guess that's fun.
That looks fun for them.
All right. You know, I think those penguins were warm weather penguins. Yeah, not the Empire ones you'd see on the South Pole, but they're still penguins. You know what? I don't mean to burst the dream. I like the dream. Let's dream together because it's 96 degrees. It's good weather to take a nap with the AC turned way down, although ERCOT probably doesn't recommend that because they have mentioned, did you guys get any of those emails from your power company saying that, yeah, keep the thermostat around 78 during the peak hours, don't run your dryer, don't run your hair dryer, don't use your electric toothbrush? Well, it didn't say that, but I mean, it makes you feel like that anyway. 97 degrees right now in Sugar Land. You don't want to put too much strain on the power grid. They say it's going to be fine, but I don't know why they're issuing cautions. We'll see. It's better to be safe than sorry, because I don't know about you, but I don't want my AC to go out when it's this hot outside. 91 at 7, 10 o'clock, it'll be 85 and 82 at 1 a.m. Coming up, we'll talk about the Saharan dust, and yeah, it also gets hotter. Reka.
Oh, man. Okay. Thank you, Brooks. Well, for the first time, we are hearing from the 12 boys and soccer coach who were rescued from that flooded cave in Thailand. They are all out of the hospital. People cheered as they made their way into a conference hall today. The boys spent 18 days trapped underground. Many of the boys saying they weren't scared initially because they thought the water would recede overnight. They also talked about feeling so hungry they would dream of food.
I try not to think about fried rice. I tell everyone, fight on, don't despair.
The boys also said they feel guilty about a former Thai Navy SEAL who lost his life trying to reach them, and that all of them wanted to apologize to their parents for not telling them they'd be going into that cave. I think their parents have forgiven them.